Hey guys, Shauna Lofi again, back with another tutorial. I hear a lot of people are having issues with ISSUU. It's an online program to create digital magazines, and they host your magazine so that you can have a digital file of it, send that link to your clients instead of sending them the PDF in your email. All it is just another step, another way of viewing your document. You still have to create your pages, design them out. You can use Photoshop, you can use InDesign. You're still going to have to save them as a PDF and put them into Adobe Acrobat or some other program in order to create a multi-page PDF document. You're going to have to upload that document to ISSUU, and then it's going to take your pages and put them into a spread. So if you've already created your 11 by 17 spreads with your magazine effect, with the highlights and shadows, open up all those pages. They look like this. Okay, you open up your spreads. They're basically taking two 8.5 by 11 pages and putting it together. We created a whole spread. There was an effect that I put in the template that had this highlight and shadow effect with this little gutter. Open those up. We're going to have to crop each page, each side, to 8.5 by 11. So we're just cropping this one side and then cropping this side. Then saving them as separate pages as PDFs. Then we're going to put them into Adobe Acrobat again, make a multi-page PDF document, and then upload that to ISSUU. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with my cover. It's already an 8.5 by 11. I'm just going to save as and put it into a separate file for ISSUU. Okay, it's already Photoshop PDF. Hit save. All right, and I'm going to close that, Command W. And here, our back page cover, same thing. Save as. It's already 8.5 by 11. Go into your ISSUU folder. Hit save. In my ISSUU folder, I just created a new file folder on my desktop, or you can put it on your external hard drive and just save that as a separate folder so you don't get them confused with your other PDF if you're going to also have an option to send the multi-page PDF with the spreads. Okay, I'm going to close this because I've already saved it into my ISSUU folder. Command W to close it. All right, here's a spread. I'm going to go over our tools palette and click on the crop tool. You'll see it right there, crop tool. And this bounding box will appear, and you'll see this little symbol. You need to click on this. I'll zoom in right here so you can see it. Oh, it doesn't make it any bigger, never mind. Okay, you'll see right here, halfway between this page is a little rectangle. Just click and drag that. And then you drag it into the half of the page. We're going to zoom in so you can see the gutter. Oops, sorry, my mouse is a little crazy. Okay, we're going to release that. And then I'm just going to move that crop mark to, mine is set at 18 wide because my original document was 18 by 8.5, or sorry, 9 by 18, but yours, if you used 11 by 17 template, it will be, the marker will be 8.5 by 11 rather than 9. Mine's just set at 9. So I'm going to leave it at 9 at the halfway mark. Zoom out, hit return. File, save as. I'm going to keep the same file name in the studio, save it as a PDF still, but I want to underscore it and call it Write, R-I-G-H-T. And then make sure I put it in my ISSUU folder. You see the cover and the back cover right there, and hit save. And then we're going to go to the history palette. If you don't already have it open, I'll close it. In fact, I'll just take it out so you can see it. And I'm going to go to Window, to History, and it'll pop up right here. And I'm just going to move it off to the side, click on it, go to the very beginning when I opened it, and then get my crop mark again, and then drag it over to the left, back to the gutter, zooming in, and get the crop mark and put it at 9 again, or 8.5 for you, if you have 11 by 17. Okay, it's just a little intricate right there. Got it in the middle. Zoom out, Command 0, hit return. File, save as. We're just going to be doing this over and over again until we're completely done. It's a little tedious. It's just a step and repeat. And I'm going to go completely through it to show you how long it takes. Okay, I'm going to rename this. Instead of right, it's now the left side of the same page. Oops, left. Make sure you're in your ISSUU folder. Click Save. And Command W to close because we were done with that document. Okay, our crop mark should be already set again. And we're going to drag it again to the middle of our document. Just look for that little, for the second, well, mine has a little pop-up that shows me that it's at the middle But if you don't have it, again, zoom in, hit return, file, save as, and folio box. I'm going to call this my left side. I'm sorry, right side. All right, and I'm going to hit save, and it's make sure it's in my issue folder. Hit save. Go back to the full spread, and if you want to use your guides, make sure you have your rulers open. I hit Command R to show them. Command R again to hide them. Command R to show them. Go to your your selection tool or your move tool, and click and drag in the rulers, and find drag a guide over to find the 9. If you are not sure, or sorry, 8.5, the middle of your document. And in case you're not entirely sure, I have to zoom in because it's not very accurate for me right now. Okay, and I'm just going to drag. Oops. I'm just going to drag it to the center of my document. Okay, and then get my crop tool and drag it in until it hits red. I'm going to zoom in again just to make sure, and it doesn't look like it was accurate. You can see there's not quite on the guide. Take the guide, or sorry, the crop, and hit the guide with it right in the center. Yours should be 8.5 or not. If you made yours wider, it's the center of whatever document you created. Return, Command 0 to zoom out. File, save as. Make sure it's in the issue folder. Now we're going to rename this the left side of the folio box page, or whatever page you are. Make sure you are saving left side. Make sure it's in your issue folder. Hit save. Okay, closing that document. Okay, this I don't need because it was from another design. This, again, I'm going to drag it to the middle of my document. There we go. Command-Shift-S, save as, into the issue, portrait series, right. Hit save. Okay, I'm going to go back to the open, crop marks, crop tool, and bring it into the middle to save the other side, or to crop the other side off. And I'm trying to get into the middle of my document here, and it's a little hard. I'm going to zoom in so I can see it. Okay, I don't want to see the pixels, that's getting too close. And I'm going to drag it to the middle of my document. Okay, and hit return, file, save as, and rename this right side. Still portrait series, oh sorry, portrait series left. It was right, now we're doing left. Still Photoshop PDF, still in our issue folder, save. And Command W to close that document. All right, next page. Again, drag in your guide to the center of your document. Okay, this one's a little harder, gotta zoom in. Right to the center, return, zoom out, file, save as, issue folder, pricing guide, right, underscore, right side. Still Photoshop PDF, still in our issue folder, hit save. Go back into your history palette, click the beginning or hit open. Open will do it too, take you back to the spread. We're going to drag it into the left. Okay, again, I'm going to have to zoom in because I can't get that accurate. I'm just holding my spacebar down to get the little hand to drag my document over. 9 or 8.5 for you. Hit return, zoom out, Command 0, file, save as, and hit issue. I'm going to set this as the left side. Okay, and save. Like I said, it's just tedious. You can create a Photoshop action if you want to do this. You just have to record the first time you do this splitting in half, and then just run it for the rest of them. But I like to do it manually because I want to make sure that I'm hitting exactly the middle of my document. I don't trust the action to do it. I am so old school. I learned how to do Photoshop when it was Photoshop 3, and that was back in 1996, 97. And I am still doing a lot of things the old-fashioned, well, considered old-school way. So it's just comfortable for me. So again, file, save as. We're now saving the left side. I think we've already done that. I'm just going to double check I'm going to hit left, pricing guide left, hit save, just make sure that I did it. Okay, Command W, close the document. All right, next page, drag it into the right. All right, and again, it's a temperamental little mouse. I'm not really happy with this wireless mouse at all. Okay, and I'm centering my document. Okay, File, Save As, Issue Folder, the makeover, this is the name of my page, _ right, because it's the right side. Make sure it's a Photoshop PDF. I don't know why I have it set as JPEG there. But saving a PDF, into Issue Folder, hit Save. Go back to the History palette, click to open, back to the spread, go to your crop mark again, bring it in to the left. Okay, again, I gotta zoom in for accuracy. And again, it doesn't want to do it for me. Gotta zoom out a little bit so I don't see the pixels, and bring it into the center of my document. Return, Command 0 to zoom out. File, Save As, Issue Folder, left side. I believe this is my last page. See, it didn't take too long. It just takes some patience. Make sure we save it into our Issue Folder, hit Save. Command W, and we're done with the splitting of our PDFs in Photoshop. And okay, now let's go into Adobe Acrobat. I have an extra thing open here I want to quit because I don't want Bridge to come open. Quit Bridge. Okay, so I'm just waiting for Acrobat to open. It's not open. I'm going to File, Open, and I'm going to go to my Issue folder. I already had it open previously, so just go in and open up your Issue folder. Now open up the cover because it's going to be your first page. We're going to have to open up our first page cover. Unless you don't have one, then just open up the first page of your document. Okay, and I'm going to zoom this up so you can see that we are still working only in Adobe Acrobat. Okay, I'm going to go into my tools. I'm going to go to Insert, or make sure on the pages, if you have these closed, there's Content Editing first. Click on Pages to open that up. We're going to go to Insert File, and in our Issue folder, we're going to select everything but the cover page. And I'm going to click on the first one and then shift click the last one, and I'll select the rest of the documents other than cover. Hit select, and it's going to take it and place it after, yes, after page 1. Hit OK. It's going to take a couple seconds or a minute, depending on how large your files are. And make sure we have all the pages in there. Okay, good. Now you just want to make sure you're setting them in the right order. Okay, I know that I want my these 2 pages to be set to the back. So this is my left side, that's my right side. You can tell by highlights on the left, shadows on the right. Okay, and I'm just going to move this down to the bottom because those are my last 2 pages. Okay, my makeup makeover, I think it's a little closer to the beginning. Let me zoom in. Let's roll up here. And I know that this is inside the studio. I want that goes with here. Okay, so those 2 pages go together. There's the highlight page, there's the shadow page. Click and drag those 2 pages together. I want those to be the next up from my last page. So if you can imagine this in your head, these 2 pages are spread, the back spread, or one spread. These 2 pages are another spread. These 2 pages are another spread. I want this one to be, folio box should be the last one for me. Again, we're just putting them in order of how the spread, you want the spreads to be. Keeping these pages together. Okay, so this is my back page. It's a single back page. Issue will know the difference because I have an even number of spreads versus my back cover and front cover. But I'm going to make sure I place my back cover as my very last page. Okay, and just a matter of making sure I have everything set right. This goes with Kelly, because that's my portrait series. Okay, so here we go. Page 1, cover. Page inside, highlight. Second page, shadow, they go together. Next page, highlight. Next page, shadow. Next page, highlight for folio box. Folio box has a shadow, good. My inside studio, highlight, page left. shadow page right, next page left is highlight, right is shadow, and my back page. Okay, so now I'm all in order. And now I need to file to save as, and in my issue folder, I'm going to call this all pages. Okay, and hit, okay, you put .pdf, but it'll do it for you, but I'm just going to show you that we are, and it's saving in the issue folder. Hit save. Now it's saving my multi-page PDF document again, but as single pages, because we split all our 11 by 17 spreads. Okay, now I'm going to close or go into the issue program, and that's online. I've already created an account. Now I just need to go and browse to select this multi-page PDF document that we just created. Okay, I need to go into my issue folder, click on all pages, and I want to title this Pricing Guide Shauna Liffey, or Shauna Liffey Pricing Guide. Let's do that. Or you name it your name and your pricing guide, or whatever it is, this document is for you. Can't spell my own name. Okay, and my description is my online pricing guide. Oops, sorry, cannot type. I see guide. Okay, web name, I'm just gonna, it's gonna be whatever this is, Shauna Liffey Docs, all pages, call it pricing guide, because that'll be at the end. Instead of all pages, it'll just be price guide. Or pricing guide, G-I-D-E. Pricing guide. Okay, and you can put in some keywords if you want. Maybe put glamour photographer or whatever kind of photographer you are. If you're a wedding photographer, put that in. Oops, again, cannot type. Okay, and info, generate traffic to your site. So let's put in your website here. They already put in the HTTP colon for you, // so just put in www.yourwebsite. And I don't mean type in your website, type in whatever the name of your website is. Mine's ShaunaLiffey.com, just typing that in. I'm just being funny, guys. Okay, the type could be magazine, it could be manual resource. Let's see, what other options do they have here? Presentation, portfolio, photo album, paper, newspaper, manual, magazine, journal, catalog, book. I'm just going to call it magazine. And yes, I want a preview version. Yes, it's child safe. There is nothing on here that a kid can't see. And the publishing date is right now, today. Category, if you want to get more specific, maybe you can call it business marketing. Let's see, what other options do they have here? Technology, travel, events, no. Oh, nonprofit, no. Knowledge and resource, fun, music. Okay, I'm going to call it business and marketing because it's exactly what it is. It's a marketing piece for me. It's in English for me. You choose your language. Target area, I'm going to call the world. I want the whole world to see this. Okay, and media options, I guess, is if you want to add some sound. I don't need to. I don't want to do that. I find it distracting. Publishing options. Publish, or you want private. I want mine to be published because I want it to be a public viewing. Sharing options. Allow issue members to comment. No, I don't want anyone to comment on this. It's just for viewing. Rate this. No, I don't care to be rated. Allow people to download this publication. Yes, sure, why not? Because I want them to keep my pricing guide. I want them to keep it on file. And then we're going to hit upload file. Okay, it's going to take a little processing time here. And while that's waiting, I'm just going to pause and come back when I'm a little bit closer to done. So you don't have to sit here and watch this. Okay, almost there. We're at 79%. Almost done. Going to pause again until we get closer to the end. Okay, file document is almost done uploading. It's still preparing. You can sit here and wait for this. I think I'm going to pause it until we're a little closer to the end. If you're finding this process is taking too long, go ahead and click on notify me when my document is ready. And I'm assuming it's going to email you when it's done. This is the first time, or really the third time I'm running this, but I didn't click on this the last 2 times when I did the test. But go ahead and click on it and walk away and wait until it comes up. I'm going to pause again until my document is done uploading. Okay, It's almost done. It's almost done. Getting ready. Finalizing the upload. All right, preparing the document still. Shouldn't take very long. If you're finding yours is taking too long, go ahead and cancel it. Go back into your PDF and reduce the file size, and then just hit resave. Maybe you need to reduce it, make it a little bit smaller, bring it down to maybe Acrobat 7.0. And I demonstrate that in my other multi-page PDF document tutorial, so you can always refer to that. Looks like this is taking a couple more seconds, so I'm just gonna, oh, there you go, we're done. All right, so advertise my print, you can go ahead and make it live. Sure, why not? I'm gonna click advertise my print. Okay, and I'm gonna go into my library, so click on your name or whatever you have your account name under. Hit, oh, I don't wanna pay for that, so never mind. I'm just gonna go back into my library. All right, and I should be having my my free version right here. Okay, I'm gonna click open. And it's just taking a couple seconds here to load. All right, here we go. And there it is. There's my pricing guide. There's my cover page. Here are my interior pages. It put all those 8.5 by 11 pages back together into a spread, and there's my back cover. All right, so let's see. How do we do this? We can share this publication, so you can send it via email. Send the link. Let's see what that looks like when you click on it. Okay. Let's see. Download publication, so you can download a copy of this. I guess it's going to download a PDF version of this. You can print it, add it to your favorites or your collection, or apparently you can send it, but I'm not sure how to do that. Okay, that's got some, just what we called it. Oh, and look, okay, I'm going to click on this more. Here it shows if you had entered in where to click it, so it goes directly to your website. So now you've linked to this issue document to your website. And somehow I got to share this publication, but it's not working for me. Let me just refresh the page. Maybe it's just, there we go. Okay, so I just refreshed my page, clicked on the little icon that looks like a envelope, and you can share this link. So here's the link. Let's send it. I'm going to send it to myself. And I'll open it up and see what it looks like. Okay, and I'm just going to put this testing as my message. I'm going to hit send. Okay, so I sent it to myself. I'm just waiting for my email to come in. Let me pause it for a minute while I wait for that. Oh, there it is. Now it's in my email, right here in my inbox. I'm going to click on my email, and there it is. I can open the document. And it takes you right to the issue website where your magazine guide, or whatever you're calling it, is now hosted. So all it is just an extra step, another way of showing your clients your marketing PDF or your marketing pricing guide. You know, you could either send it the PDF file that we created in Acrobat, or you take that extra step, slice all your pages in half, upload them to Issue, and then you have a digital, online digital version of this. So that's simply the difference between your Acrobat PDF file format or your Issue. That's it. Okay, I hope this helps you guys. So let's try that and, you know, send out your PDFs to everybody, or your magazine issue guides.